It wasn't until making this video that I realized how much money I've spent over the years accumulating lenses and camera bodies for YouTube and my photography hobby. And when I added it together, it's almost $10,000, which is super insane to me, that mind-blowing, to be honest, that I spent that much in terms of photography and video equipment. So I needed a way to transport this as well, because as part of extra duties as assigned at work, people found I do YouTube videos and have an interest in photography. Sometimes I'm tasked with making videos for work, whether it's training videos inside grain elevators. I recently did 2 talking head videos of our presidents of different operations in Ontario and Manitoba, and traveling to different locations, rural areas where grain elevators are. And I needed a way to transport my equipment safely. I didn't like putting in a soft backpack because I felt that it wasn't robust enough. And also like to carry all my lenses as well. Depending on where I go, I don't know what kind of situation is. Each location is different. And so I like having all my different lenses available to me, as it could be indoors, outdoors. And sometimes I'm able to extend my stay where I can do a hike and I can do some landscape photography as well. And so I always like to bring everything with me, and one backpack doesn't carry it all. And so I started researching in hard cases, and this is the one I came up with, which is the Maximum hard case, waterproof. I'll check the rating in a second, but this is the case I've been using the last 6 months for all my photography, video equipment transporting. So when I go to locations, I don't have to worry about it being damaged, because I can throw this into the back of my truck and not have to worry about it. I can just throw it in the back and it's done. And then in cases where I've also flown with it, we have access to a Gulfstream where I sometimes take for work, and they throw it in the cargo hold, and I'll show you some videos after in terms of, it was pouring rain when I was leaving from the plane to the terminal, and you could see it was completely wet and nothing happened to the equipment inside, which is nice. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Maximum hard case and usage and how I use it. If you find this video helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. This is the Maximum waterproof and dustproof case I purchased from Canadian Tire. I think Maximum is their house brand for tools and equipment and accessories. I picked this up for $130, regular price is $199, and this is a much cheaper option than some of the dedicated photo hard cases I've seen existing out there. And for $130, I get waterproof and dustproof, IP67 rating, automatic pressure release, water release built up air pressure while keeping water out. It has cube foam, which I'll show you in a second, heavy duty, thick polypropylene construction. This is a pretty hard case, and then prevents steady openings in event of strong impact because of the latches on the side. So this is the case I'm going to be storing my photography equipment, all my lenses, my camera, some accessories. When I travel, I probably will take this with me and leave it in the trunk of the car as well. And so there's nothing to it. It's pretty big. Just again, there's 4 latches on the side here, and then 2 in front. And then the water release pressure valve is right here. And when you open it up, it has all these cubed foam already. It's pretty thick. It's ready to be cut. So I'm gonna take an X-Acto knife and cut them out. And then I'll move the camera up here, and you can see that it's already padded here as well. All right, so what we do now is I'm going to show you the lenses and camera that I'll be putting in this and make sure that fits everywhere. Here's the camera, lenses, and accessories I want to put into this case. The first one is the Sony a7 IV. I've been shooting that for 2 years now. The first lens I have is the 50 G Master 1.4 lens, which is great for portrait photography. And then I have the Sony 24 GM 1.4 lens, which I use for just taking wide angle shots as well as environmental shots, landscape, as well as for videos, talking headshots. The next one I have is the 24-70 G Master 2 2.8 lens. This is just an all-around great shooting lens. So the next lens I want to put in here is the 70-200 G Master lens. This is the second version, aperture of 2.8. It's quite the beast. The great telephoto lens that you use for landscape as well as for shooting sports photography. And then to accompany that, I have the 2x converter as well, which I want to try and get into wildlife. So that is a recent purchase that I got. And then what I want to be adding accessories is just like, for instance, an extra battery. I use the Rode mic, Rode 2 for sound. I have this kind of carrier that I'll put in here as well. So for now, so this is what I want to carry in this case. I probably will leave a space just in case I want to purchase an extra lens, that at least I have the option to put that in here. What we do now is I'm just going to rearrange it in a way that kind of fits. I'll just do a quick time-lapse video of me just cutting it out and putting it in, and then I'll show you the aftermath. All right. I'm just going to speed through this part. I just overlaid the camera pieces on top of the foam, measured it out. There's different layers. There's 3 layers of foam. And here I am just kind of adding additional foam just to kind of cushion some of the camera stuff on here. But overall, it's like a giant Tetris putting it together. So here's the final setup. You can see everything fits nicely. There's a spot for it on my lenses, or it's securely put in place. I can adjust the foam to different sizes. And overall, I'm very happy with this case and how it's set up, and I have no fears that it will be damaged in transport. All right, so that concludes my video of the Maximum IP67 waterproof hard case that I bought at a hardware store that I repurposed, and I bought it for $140, and I repurposed it to store my $10,000 worth of camera equipment. I still can't believe I have that much money invested in this. And I can safely say after 6 months of chugging to different locations in my truck, even by a plane, in the cargo hold, in the rain, my equipment has always arrived safely. Nothing's ever damaged. And I can safely say that it will still protect my equipment going forward. And so if you're in the market for a hard case for your camera equipment, look at your normal hardware store and see if they have any alternatives, such as the one I found, which is way cheaper than going to a specialty store for what I think is probably the same quality of case to protect your equipment. All right, if you disagree, leave a comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.